G'day Adrian, Hayden here from Pacific Tyre. Mate, just here to run over this 2015 Mitsubishi Pajero. Mate, just before I do so, a bit about us. So Pacific Tyre, we run two large pre-owned vehicle yards up here in Cairns. This one being here, my main location at 251 Mulgrave Road. Mate, across the road we do have our lovely new vehicle showroom up there, as well as our Lexus of Cairns showroom, and just to the side you've got our lovely service centre. Look, we sell in excess of 165 cars a month, and we send probably about 80 of those down between here and Brisbane. I actually sent one all the way down to Sydney last month, so we do send them as far as we can. And look, the reason we're able to do that is because we're very well and competitively priced within the market. So mate, basically the virtual tour is designed just to go over the vehicle in complete detail. I'm going to point out any marks on the car, basically show full transparency. There's no use in hiding the fact, because at the end of the day, if you buy the car, it's going to rock up on a truck, so we want to address the issues now before we get to that. So mate, just going to start by coming around the front bumper. Now, pretty standard on a colour-coded bull bar. You've got a couple of chips around the front of the vehicle here. So I'm just going to continue around because it's pretty consistent all the way around the vehicle. As you can see through there, just at the base of where the winch would go. As you can see, it's just got those chips on the bull bars. So other than that, it's nothing too major. They're all pretty isolated to the bull bar itself. As for the actual bonnet, that all seems very clean and tidy. But just coming across the front of it, it looks like it originally had a bonnet protector on it, just going by these little plastic protectors here, but obviously not fitted to it anymore. So just coming across the top of the bonnet there, so as you can see, it's very well looked after, it's very clean, and no chips on the bonnet itself. So happy days, the bull bar's done its job and deflected them elsewhere. So just coming over the top of the guard to the base of the A-pillar, as you can see, everything's very nice and straight and tidy. I'm just going to come back up over that flare because there's a couple of little marks just on here. Oh, that one's coming off with my finger, so maybe these will as well. I'd say these might come off with a bit of a polish. They're not actually a chip, they're a bit of dirt or something on there. I'm not too sure, but it's coming off my finger. As for the tread on the tyres, mate, plenty of them. They're BFGs, so plenty of tread life left in those. I'm not sure if you've ever had BFGs before, but mate, they last forever. So happy days. Just continuing down the bodywork of the vehicle. If I don't zoom in, it means that there's no marks on the area. If there is, I will point them out and I will show you. But mate, this car is all very clean and tidy, just coming down the side pendling of the vehicles. So it's a real credit to the previous owners. They've done very well at keeping it in good condition. Once again, plenty of tread on those rear tyres. I'm just going to come back up to the roof lining and work my way back down to the front of the vehicle. So happy days, all very well looked after through there. Interior wise, once again, being the GLS, it's got the nice vinyl finish throughout here, all leather scented. It's quite a nice layout in the new Pajeros. They've run a very similar design, or the basic design or layout for quite a while, but they've added the new screen in the center, which is quite handy. So it's good in that sense. At the moment, you've got it's set for the center console to have its extension, so it adds a bit of a more comfy armrest there for you. Now you've got the mixture of sort of a fabric and leather seat, as you can see through there. Makes it quite comfortable. The passenger seat also gets electric. Now you don't see that too often these days. Usually only the driver gets rewarded with that, so very well there. Now I'll do the same for the back as well. Once again, all very well looked after. The car is absolutely immaculate. Other than that sort of bull bar, it's just the car's been very well looked after. All in very good condition. Once again, just continuing through that back seat. As you can see, there's no major tears or rips. I have a gut feeling that this car's had seat covers on it for most of its life. It's either that or they've just really well looked after it, because I've never really seen an interior this well looked after before. So I'm not sure whether seat covers the result of that or they're just really well looked after. Oh no, it's going to continue my way down to the back of the vehicle. Sort of give you that general style. Obviously it's in the nice pearly white paint. Once again, just coming across the back paneling of the vehicle. No real major bumps and bruises, except for there's the one down here on the bumper. I couldn't tell you how that happened, I don't really understand it, but you do have that there. That's probably the biggest part I can fault on the vehicle. Just coming through the tow bar there. So you got the 7-pin flat plug on it as well. So that's all that through there. And do up the top there on the roof. Okie dokie. It's going to open the back boot. So once again, you usually tend to get a few marks and scratches on your plastics as far as vehicles go or condition. This has a couple of little marks here, but nowhere near what we're used to. We're usually used to seeing a lot more than that. Obviously it's a 7-seater. The chairs and these live underneath the floor, so you can see that all through there. Actually live just under here. So that's all that through there. Probably could do with a better vacuum in the back here, but as you can see, all very well looked after. All round great vehicle. That's just the cargo blind, so that comes out and ties into there. A little bit harder with one hand, but I'm giving it a whirl. There we go. So that just sits in there like that. So all very handy. I'll shut that one now and continue my way around. So as you can see, very well looked after. I'm just going to continue to go down the panelling. Like I said, if I don't zoom in, it means that there's no major marks or scratches. I will emphasize that to you. Once again, it's just all very well looked after. All round clean car. And I'm just going back down to the front panelling to where we started. So once again, plenty of tread on the tyres. So it looks like they were 4 brand new tyres. No gutter rash on the rims there, so all very handy. I didn't run over the rear tyre there, so I'll just do that again. Plenty of tread and no gutter rash there. So just going to open the door on this side. Once again, interior is very well looked after, if not almost immaculate. It's coming through the back on this side. Like I said, the car's just been really well looked after, so it's a real credit to the previous owners. Once again through here, the main door card being the driver's side. You usually tend to get a few more marks on this side just because it is the main area, but going by this, it's all very clean and tidy. So I'm just going to pop the bonnet as well. I will jump in the vehicle and run over the service history and the features, but I'll just do underneath the bonnet first. While I remember, the vehicle also has 2 keys, so happy days there. Open this bonnet up. Okay, so underneath the hood, once again, all very clean and tidy. Now obviously being a dealership, we do clean them, but the way you can sort of tell whether it was a dirtier engine is you can usually tell stains on the cast iron or cast alloy, where this is very clean and tidy. So this has been probably more of a tow vehicle or a highway warrior. It's just very clean and tidy. So I'll close that back up. I'm going to jump inside the driver's side here. Actually, what I didn't do is the pedals and the flooring. Driver's seat there, you got all the electronic functions. The seat itself. Rightio, jump on in. Turn it on. Okay. So as you can see, 100,201 on the clock. So you've got all that through there. Cruise control on this side. And then you've got all your media on this side of the steering wheel and your Bluetooth down the bottom. Now you do have your little, what do you call it, range until empty. I believe it's also a barometer through there. Yeah, average speed, outside temperature. Yep, there you go. So you've got all that there, which is quite handy. You then got your reversing camera as well as your Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Through there. Actually, I think it's just Apple CarPlay on these. I'll have to confirm. Coming down your aircon switches. Now, being the model it is, you do get seat heaters, and you get your rear diff lock. Now, a lot of people go, "Oh, what do you need seat heaters and cans?" Well, if you're doing long trips, if you have it on low heat, it just stops the muscles from cramping up in your lower back, so it's a bit easier to get out of the vehicle. So you've got all that through there. So that's all happy days. Now, service history. Got the book here itself, so It had its first service done in Gladstone at 14,500 Ks. Had its next one done at 28,000 Ks at the same place in Gladstone. Just trying to over a page. Another one at 44,900. Another one at 59,400. It's a bit hard doing this in one hand. Then 76,321. Next one's done at 90, and then we've done one at 100. So service history is fully up to speed through that. So it's all been very well looked after and mechanically sound. We go through a pretty tough check on our cars, so if it's come through that, then you can be rest assured the car's definitely mechanically sound. Well mate, that sort of concludes the virtual tour for today. If you do have any questions, please don't hesitate to give me a call. It's an all-round great vehicle. Like I said, the biggest things I can fault sort of the stone chips on the bonnet, on the bonnet and the bull bar, as well as that mark on the rear steps. So thank you for watching. Any questions, my mobile is the best one to get me on. 0410 839 933. Thank you.